Welcome back to Midnight Secrets. Tonight, we dive into one of the most chilling what-if questions of our time. What would happen if Donald Trump started World War III? This is not a prediction, but a scenario that many experts, analysts, and ordinary people quietly fear. Let's explore what such a world could look like. History has shown us that great wars often begin with small sparks. One assassination triggered World War I, and the invasion of Poland triggered World War II in Trump's case. The spark could come from several flashpoints: a trade war escalating into open conflict with China, a sudden strike against Iran in the Middle East, or a military confrontation with North Korea spiraling out of control. Trump is known for his unpredictable style. Supporters see it as strength. Critics call it recklessness. But in geopolitics, unpredictability can be dangerous. One wrong move, one misunderstood threat, could light the fuse. If such a conflict began, the first hours wouldn't look like the wars of the past. It would begin with silence, then chaos. Cyberattacks would cripple financial systems, shutting down banks, airports, and even hospitals. Satellites could be destroyed, cutting off communication. Power grids could collapse, leaving millions in darkness. In this modern age, war wouldn't just be fought with bombs and guns, it would be fought with data, electricity, and silence. Within days, battlefields could erupt across the globe. In the Pacific, US warships and Chinese fleets could clash. In Europe, NATO might be drawn into a confrontation with Russia. In the Middle East, alliances could shatter overnight, pulling countries into chaos. Nuclear weapons, the darkest shadow of all, would hang over every decision. One strike could destroy a city in seconds, and both sides would know that once the first nuclear missile is launched, the world might never recover. The global reaction would be immediate. Stock markets would crash. Food and fuel prices would skyrocket. Refugees would flood across borders. Ordinary people, not leaders, would pay the highest price. Families torn apart. Cities abandoned. Generations changed forever. And yet, some argue that Trump's unpredictability might actually prevent such a war. They claim his willingness to take bold, shocking actions kept rivals too nervous to push him too far. Was his chaos a kind of shield? So we're left with a terrifying question. If Trump returned to power, would he truly risk pushing the world toward World War III? Or is the real danger not in Trump himself, but in the fragile world? We live in a world where one spark from any leader could ignite a fire we cannot control. What do you think? Could Trump's decisions let the world into its darkest chapter, or prevent it entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time.